Hello guys, welcome to chapter 2. So let's continue from where we left. First let me turn on screencast key. Yes. So press 7 on your number pad to go to the top view, enable X-ray, and now let's create these cutouts. So to do this, press Shift A and let's add a plane. What I will do is first let's come out of this X-ray mode, select this plane, bring this up here, and then select this reference image. So first select this, then hold shift and select this, then press slash on your number pad to come into the isolation mode so that I can work easily. And now let's just move the vertices according to the reference image. Place both these vertices according to this line. So I will just bring this up here and let's move this here. Okay, so before I create these bevels for the corners, first let me apply the scale. One thing that you guys need to remember is that anytime you change the scale of an object, like if you increase the scale or if you decrease the scale, you need to press Ctrl A and then apply the scale. Let me show you very quickly what happens if we don't apply the scale. So I've created a cube here, and let me just duplicate this cube, Shift D, and then I will move it here. Now I will scale this cube on the x-axis by three times on the x-axis. So press S, then press X, and then I will increase the scale 3 times. Similarly for this cube also I will increase the scale 3 times. So now I have changed the scale of both these objects. So I will apply the scale for the first cube. So select this cube, press Ctrl A and apply the scale. So now just select this cube, press tab to go into edit mode, press 2 for the edge select. Let's select all the edges and press Ctrl B to bevel this. So now I have beveled this much, and this is the result. And now I will select this cube. This cube has the scale applied. So I will press tab again and let's bevel this, and you can clearly see how much of a difference there is. With this cube the bevels are not very consistent. Here the bevel is too large and here it is smaller compared to this bevel, but here all the bevels are consistent because we have applied the scale. So never forget to apply the scale where anytime you change the scale of your object, because it can mess up with the properties that you use in Blender if you don't apply the scale. So let's delete these both, select them, press delete, and let's apply the scale for this. Select the object, Ctrl A, and then apply it. Now let's press 7, enable X-ray, press tab, press 1 for the vertices select, and press A to select everything. Now we press Ctrl B when we have to scale edges, but right now it won't work as this is a plane and we want to bevel just the vertices. So to bevel vertices we need to press Ctrl Shift and B. So this way I can bevel the vertices. So just bevel them, and now let's increase the number of segments to give it a smoother look. So I think this much is fine. Yes. Okay, press slash to come out of the isolation mode, and now what I will do is select this piece, press tab to go into edit mode, press A to select everything, and now let's extrude this. First let's shade smooth this and enable auto smooth. Now let's bring this here somewhere. And now to create this cutout, as you can see in the reference image, what I need to do is first I need to go into edit, preferences, and I need to enable the bool tool add-on. If you guys have not enabled it, just enable this. This will make using booleans quite easier. So after you have enabled this, let me show you what are booleans. So I will bring in 2 cubes. Booleans are used to create like complex shapes that would be difficult to create with normal poly modeling skills or techniques. So I will first select this cube and then select this cube and then press Ctrl and minus, and you can see this cube is being used as a cutout for this cube. This is known as the Boolean difference operation. So now there are three types of Boolean operations. One is this that I showed you, the Boolean operation. Another is if I create another cube, and if I just select them both and then press Control and plus, now this is the addition. This cube is added to this cube, but we cannot see it this way, as we can see in the difference. But this is the union operation, in which we add two objects, and the last one is the intersection. So if I just create another cube, and if I select them both again and then press Control and slash, uh, and you can see here this part is created now as a cutout. We have intersection here. If I add bevel to this modifier, it would be much more like visible. As you can clearly see, this has created a very nice cutout for us. This technique is very useful when we are creating sci-fi objects, because we need to create a lot of these type of cutouts. So these are the Boolean operations. And as you can see, when we use the bevel modifier, you can clearly see the union operation is working correctly. These two, like if I just enable harden normals and also enable auto smooth for this one, you can clearly see these two objects are connected now after we use the Boolean union operation. If I just add another cube and I simply just put it here, you can wait, clearly see the difference between these two. Like these two edges are properly blending into each other, but this one is just like, it looks very unnatural. And if you move this one, you can clearly see this is blending very properly into this one, because we use the union operation. So now let's delete all of this, and here we need to use the Boolean intersection operation. First select this one, then select this, and then press Control and slash, and as you can see, nothing happens. There is a reason for this. This happens quite often. What we did is, when we extruded this object, if I go here and enable face orientation, you can clearly see everything is blue, but this piece is red. Actually, we by mistake, when we extruded this, flipped the normals of this piece. So the normals are flipped. That's why our intersection operation was not working. So to solve this, what I will do is enable face orientation. Select this red piece, press tab to go into edit mode, press A to select everything, and then press shift N. And now this is blue. Blue means all our normals are correct, so make sure all of your objects are like blue colored only when enabling this face orientation feature. So again I will select this, now I will press Control slash, and you can see the intersection operation is working, but we now have a lot of artifacts in our shading. So there is a general rule of thumb when we are working with booleans, the bevel modifier, which we have here in this piece also and in this piece also, the bevel modifier always needs to be at the bottom of the stack. So I will just select this piece, this modifier, and move this here. As you can see, the weird shading artifacts for this piece have gone, and for this piece just move this bevel again here, and now everything is fine to how it was and how it should be. So make sure every time you use any kind of Boolean operation, you need to just move the bevel modifier at the bottom. And also one more thing, as we have just used the intersection operation for these two objects have now, okay, now nothing. Okay, now let's continue. I will now create this small piece. If you can see here, this is a glass piece. We will give this the glass material. So now let's create another plane. I will isolate again. Select this plane, and now let's again place this according to the reference. Press tab to go into edit mode. Place this here. Place this one here, and this one here. Select them both and move them down on the Y. Okay. Now come out of the isolation. bring this up here, select everything, and again extrude this till here, I guess. Let's move this face here. I don't want it to be too big. Now let's again select this piece, then select this piece and press Ctrl slash. And again our intersection is not working. We forgot to change the face orientation of this. Select this piece, press tab to go into edit mode, press A and then press shift N to flip the normal. And now again let's use the intersection operation. Oh, right. We forgot to do one thing. Enable X-ray mode, and we forgot to give this object the bevels. So what I will do is press tab, press 2 to go into the edge select mode, hold Alt and Control both of them, and then click on this edge to select all these 4 edges at once. This is a shortcut. And now again enable X-ray, and now let's bevel this. First we need to apply the scale. As we change the scale, press Ctrl A, apply the scale, and now let's bevel again. Press Ctrl B to bevel this time, not Ctrl Shift B, because right now we are only beveling edges. So this is fine, I guess. And now select this piece and Ctrl slash, and this is working fine. Now let's move the bevel modifier at the bottom of the stack for it to work correctly, and here also. As you saw, if the bevel modifier is not at the bottom of the stack, if you can see here, the bevel modifier is right now not working. If you see, the bevel here is quite nice, the profile is nice, but here it is looking very weird. So if I move the bevel at the bottom, you can clearly see now it is working as expected. So always remember, even if there are no shading artifacts, we need to move the bevel modifier at the bottom to have its effect on the booleans. So now I think the cutout look fine, and let's add some more detail. I will select this piece, press tab, press 3 for face select mode, hold Alt, and let's select this full, while holding Alt, select this full loop, then press I to insert the face like this, and let's insert it till here. Then press Alt E and extrude faces along normal, and extrude it till here, I guess. Yes. Now let's create some more details. What I will do is, first let me move these 2 reference images into another collection. Select them both, press M, new collection, and then name this reference, and let's hide them both just for now. I will create another cutout here, so add a cube this time. Let's scale this down, bring this here and bring this down, scale it on the y-axis, press tab to go into edit mode, press 3 for the face select and move the face till here. Press Ctrl A and then apply the scale, press tab and press 2 for edge select, select both these edges, press Ctrl B, let's bevel this. Now let's shade smooth this, enable auto smooth, and select this piece, then select this piece and press Ctrl slash. This can work like something for batteries or something. Now again the shading issue, just move the bevel at the bottom, and now everything works as expected. Okay, now we will finish up with this lecture. We will do till here only. In the next we will continue from here and add some more details like buttons and everything to this Walkman. So thank you guys for watching. I will save this lecture. Make sure you keep on saving your files. So press Ctrl S and I will create another separate file as chapter 3 in which we will be working. Okay guys, thank you for watching.